Well, well, well. Isn't today a big day? Not really, because it's the end of the second week of WWE Week on the USA Network. And which means there's only one more week left until the WWE Week on the USA Network is over. And I know it sounds crazy that the second week of WWE Week on USA is already over. But it's over after next week. But anyway, before we get into today's video, guys, just drop the big thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe button and say something in the comments. I don't know, whatever you feel like in the comments that is civil and very nice. It doesn't have to be nice. It just have to be very. It doesn't have to be very nice. Just to be nice. And what's your thoughts on the show? So, beginning of the show, they just showed recaps of what happened last week. But big announcement: Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes met face to face on the Georgia Tech football field in Atlanta, Georgia. So, this was a pretty big moment on SmackDown tonight. And God, this is the second week with that beautiful SmackDown. Smack on. Yeah, Smack on. That. But yeah, pretty good. I just love that logo, man. But then they showed the Bloodline walking in, getting scanned. And then Jacob Fatu got scanned, and he started jumping people. Now this was actually uncalled for, Jacob. Come on, Jacob. You're attacking security guards. These security guards don't get paid enough. And we're in Sacramento, the capital of California. So, yeah. Yeah. But the first match of the night was the United States Championship match. LA Knight defending his United States Championship against Andrade. Now, Andrade got new graphics, so that's pretty cool. LA Knight and Andrade started with a lockup. Surprise roll up in the beginning of the match. 1, 2, ooh. That was pretty crazy to me. Kick to the gut. Went for the message almost. Went for the message almost, but went to a BFT. Andre roll out of the ring. Commercial break. And by the time commercial break came back on, the match was... The LA Knight, surprisingly, was on top. Maybe because there was no heel, because Andrade is really playing a babyface now. This was honestly a pretty good match, though. Clothesline off the ropes, the punches, chops, yeah. And then this beautiful cross body by Andrade for a 1, 2, ooh. And then wrenching in that chokehold. And then LA Knight pushes Andrade off with a big spinning big elbow to the head. Then Andrade rolled out and took LA Knight out, and then LA Knight was saying, yeah, and then Andrade did a stupid move where he decided, I'm going to try hit what's his name? LA Knight's head on the announce table. No, that's LA Knight's move. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It didn't work out, obviously, you can tell, but yeah. Big springboard shoulder tackle for the 1, 2, ooh. Jesus, what were these camera angles? Over and up, ran into the ring post, and this beautiful moonsault by Andrade for the United States Championship. And after commercial break, Andrade was on top with his beautiful forearm to the face. Then was stomping, and then went for the Meteora. Then LA Knight went for the stomp. Beautiful neck breaker for a 1, 2, ooh. And then Andrade tried, what's his name? LA Knight tried to go for this, but got kicked off. Andrade went for the moonsault, missed the first time, and hit the second time. For a 1, 2, ooh. And then hits with a Meteora, 1, 2, ooh. And then punches. Then LA Knight almost botched this and by dropping him, but hit him with a beautiful power slam and a nasty megastar elbow from the top rope. And then a spinning back elbow out of nowhere. 1 for 1, 2. Ooh, I thought that could have been it. And then LA Knight kept missing this part right here where he kept where he does the what's it called? The running up the ropes into the superplex. Yeah, he kept botching that. And BFT 1, 2, 3, and still your WWE United States Champion, LA Knight. Yeah. And LA Knight and Andrade did shake, raise his hand. But then, yeah. Personal match for another. But, guess what? LA Knight has only been champion, man. LA Knight has only been champion since August 2024. And he has only been champion for 48 days and has already still more championship defenses than Logan Paul. Explain why that Logan Paul hold that championship for 273 days and he has 2 title defenses. Explain why. Also, fun fact, the shortest reign in the 2020s is held by Seth freaking Rollins for the United States Championship for 46 days. Interesting. If you didn't know, if you want to know, well, now you know. Before that, it was Finn Balor for 48 days. Yeah. I don't know if you guys remember. Finn Balor in early 2022 was United States Champion. And the last time he was a United States Champion. Anyway, I say nothing else. Anyway, great match. And then Tiffany Stratton was talking about how she forgot her gear and then got her nails done. And Nia just said, "Good luck. Good for you." And then she came back and said, "Oh, boy. And by the way, if you lose to Bayley and Naomi today, if you get pinned, you might want to leave SmackDown." Toodles. Yeah, that was a threat, Tiffany. If you didn't know that. Just want to make sure you knew that was a threat. But then Carmelo ran into Andrade and said, "What was that? Put the fries in the bag, man. You trash." And then they started fighting. The camera got messed up. But, yeah. Putting the fries in the bag is a crazy thing. And then in Atlanta, Georgia, Roman Reigns comes on the football field. The American Nightmare, the undisputed WWE champion, Cody Rhodes, comes out. And they started talking. And Roman said, "See the ground you're standing on? See this, everything you're standing on? I own it. I own everything. I own everything." So Roman was just basically saying how he owns everything, which is not true, because Roman is the only thing he owns is a house and probably cars and clothes, obviously. Yeah, he doesn't own all of that, but I guess maybe I don't know. Whatever makes Roman happy, anyway. And he said, "What do you got for this?" And he said Atlanta was his city. And he said 7 cars. And a lot of roads bleed for this city. And then Roman said, "You don't have to do that." He said, "Don't to the Roman basically said, you know you have everything to lose. They I don't. They took everything away from me. And now it belongs to Cody. Which is true. Which is true. And then Cody basically said what he said on the WrestleMania 39 first round ago, and said, "You are a chief without a tribe." And I remember that in 2023 when he said that, you're just going to be a chief without the tribe. Solo's going to leave you, then Jay's going to leave you, then Jimmy's going to leave you, and then even Paul Heyman's going to leave you. You're going to be a chief without a tribe. I remember that. I also, yeah. And I might be a Cody crybaby. I maybe was crying on social media saying that Cody should take the Rock spot because Cody Rhodes is the greatest wrestler of all time. Maybe fourth greatest wrestler of all time behind John Cena, Dominic Mysterio, Tama Loa, and yeah. And then Ricky's number 5. So, it makes sense. So, yeah. Yeah. And he said, took a good look around WWE. There's a tribal chief. That's not you. There's a WWE champion. That's not you. And something about the guy calling some about Roman Reigns. I wasn't really paying attention. And yeah. But Roman said, "What do you want?" And Cody said, "I want your word to have my back." And Cody and Roman basically said he will have his back, but when everything is said and done, he will take back what is his. And Cody says it's not yours to take, which is absolutely right. It's Cody's. Cody won that belt at WrestleMania 41. I was in shock that Cody Rhodes won that championship. Even though I wanted him to win, I was begging him to win for a whole year. And when WrestleMania 40 came, I was ready. Also, by the way, probably tomorrow's video, I'm thinking of doing a tier list of every WrestleMania logo that's out so far. So probably from the first WrestleMania logo to WrestleMania 41. Put what you think of that video idea in the comments below. I'm doing it anyway, so it don't matter if you guys like it or not. So, yeah. So yeah. And Cody said that. So they will both, Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, have each other's back. And he said, "You're in my way." Roman said, "You're in my way." Cody stepped aside and he said, Cody said, and he was, "You're in the way of my life." And then he walked away. And so yeah, pretty crazy, I must say. And then Kevin Owens watched it and thinking. Byron Saxton tried to ask him a question. He just walked away. And then they tried to ask a commercial break. They tried to ask him again, but then he walked out. Then he decided to leave and said, "I'm going to tell about this after Apollo Crews." But now, finally, Apollo Crews got his jobber entrance. And Giovanni Vinci is getting his rematch after losing in 3 seconds to Apollo Crews. And this time he didn't have anything to make him lose. So roll up. Basically, Giovanni Vinci had control of this full match, taking him up, beating him in the corner, giving uppercuts, giving chops. And then Apollo Crews gave him a chop. And then Apollo Crews tried to hit this kick on Giovanni Vinci, but Vinci blocked it and punched through the head. And then just kept power slamming him into the stupid ropes for his leg, and then surprise roll up, the most devastating move in WWE history of all professional. Surprise roll up. 1, 2, 3. Giovanni loses again to Apollo Crews after 2 weeks ago happened, and he just attacked Apollo Crews and nasty brainbuster, and then again he was asked, and he says he was just gonna talk about it. And he said well, now Byron asked me what I think of Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes in the span of 10 minutes, or teaming up at Bash in Berlin, or Bad Blood. He was about to say his answer until we hear yeah, it was Tama Tonga. And I don't think I've actually heard a full promo from Tama Tonga since he debuted. So, that's good, I guess. Tama Tonga couldn't talk now. Well, he can't. We knew he could, but yeah. So, yeah. And he said, Tama Tonga said, "You better let the right-hand man speak." And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot that he was the right-hand man. If he's the right-hand man, infamous right-hand man, Tama Tonga, the infamous Tongaloa, and the enforcer of the bloodline, Jacob Fatu. Step up! Solo, I love you! My bad. My bad. And he said, Roman and Cody disrespected the tribal chief. They're gonna get what they deserve. But you, KO, you're gonna get what you deserved. And KO basically said, we already know how this is gonna end. So, they fought it out. Boom, 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 boom. Then the bloodline took Kevin Owens down. But we are DIY. Came out and attacked the bloodline. Yeah, attacked the bloodline, and yeah. Super kick, shatter machine, and then Nick Aldis came out the bench GM. Useless Adam Pearce came out and said, well, it looks like the bloodline's ready to fight. It looks like the DIY and Kevin Owens are ready to fight. Let's have a 6-man tag team match in the main event. And yeah, and basically, what the Anyway, Naomi and Bayley were basically saying that they have each other's back for tonight's match. Then it was a tornado tag match. But then Miss Money in the Bank, Tiffany Stratton, came out with WWE Women's Champion Nia Jax. And then it was basically confirmed. And then Naomi. Her old theme song was so much better, bro. And then Bayley came out, role model. I don't know why I sing this song. I just like this song. I don't know. But Bayley came out, and since it was a tornado tag match, literally, if you don't know what a tornado tag match, it's basically where there's no tagging. But Bayley and Naomi basically had control of the whole match, and but then Nia was beating him up, and then Bayley and Naomi took control. Splash, back elbow to Tiffany Stratton, double clothesline to take Nia down. This big face thing, clothesline to the back of the head of Nia Jax, and then this crazy move, and then a clothesline to Nia Jax. And then they both went for a cover. 1, 2, blink, kick out. And then Nia Jax decided to throw Naomi 700 feet in the air. So, yeah. And then Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax took control of Bayley. And did this crazy blockbuster, what's it called, Samoan drop thing for 1, 2, ooh. And then after commercial break, they were out in the outside, and Tiffany Stratton was trying to run away, and then Bayley basically took Tiffany Stratton and slammed her against the and dive from the outside to Nia Jax, and then split moonsault. No, split crossbody, according to Michael Cole. Slid Tiffany Stratton in the ring, but Tiffany Stratton tried to fight back, and then messed up, got kicked in the face, and did this 1, 2, ooh, when Naomi pulled Bayley up, because whoever gets the pin is to face Nia Jax at Bad Blood. No, I think it's going to be a triple threat match at Bad Blood. It don't matter. Clothesline to Naomi. A sleeper hold didn't work out in her favor. And then Nia Jax got one up for a big back body drop. Elbow to Bayley. Crazy annihilator, went for an annihilator, but then this crazy. But then Tiffany Stratton said, "Hey, that's my best friend. Don't do that to my best friend." And then attacked Bayley, and then Bayley and Nia did a leg drop, and then Bayley did an elbow to Tiffany Stratton for 1, 2, ooh. And I wonder what would have happened if that would have worked. But yeah, knee to the face of Nia Jax. Tiffany Stratton goes in the corner, and then when Tiffany was going for her, senton, she hit Nia Jax, which she didn't mean to do. And then 1D, get it? Because 1D from, her husband, Jimmy Uso, former tag team champions with his brother, Jey Uso. But yeah. But then, Nia got Bayley up for a Samoan drop. But then, out of nowhere, Naomi rolls up Nia Jax, and then also Bayley helps Naomi keep Nia Jax down for a 1, 2, 3, and Naomi and Bayley won the match. And yeah, this was next up, and I thought this show went by so fast, bro. This show was not long enough. This was kind of good, and then. This match, this was not even a match. This was Chelsea Green was picking up trash, and so basically next week it's gonna be Chelsea Green versus Meechin in a garbage trash match. And then apparently Michael Cole got so excited for this match that his watch told him that he thought he fell and he had to call some help. I'm not even joking. Yeah, yep. And then a great match is happening next week. Andrade versus Carmelo Hayes, Part 6. Andrade leads the series 3-2. And basically, Bayley and Naomi were arguing about their match tonight, and Nick Aldis basically said, enough of this arguing. Next week, whoever you guys are gonna face each other 1-on-1. Whoever wins that match gets to face Nia Jax at Bad Blood. I think Nia Jax next week is coming out. Break this match up, and it's gonna turn into a triple threat match at Bad Blood, and maybe that's where we get Tiffany Stratton. Would it be a babyface turn or a heel turn? I don't know what that would be. I don't know, be cashing in her championship to get, her championship to get back to Nia Jax to get that championship. But then Kevin Owens came out, but then sad news, DIY got attacked, and Kevin Owens came and was getting beat up by the Bloodline, and said, nobody came. The Street Profits came out, beat up the Bloodline on senton from the top rope, and then this happened. Yeah. But after coming back from the commercial, they were just beating up on poor Tonga Loa. Loa just wrenching his arm in and punching him in the head. It was like honestly bad. Beautiful senton though from Montez Ford. Kick to the chest and then chop. And then this nasty shoulder tackle for a 1-2. Ooh. Of course. It 1-2. Ooh. Of course it wouldn't happen. Of course Tonga Loa wouldn't lose his match for his bloodline. And then double team on Kevin Owens with blah blah blah. No surprise here. Senton for a 1-2. Ooh. This match. Just putting Loa's head in the corner, like bashing it. Tonga Loa decided to fight back and had a beautiful clothesline on Montez Ford, and then decided to get tagged in the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob 2, and then just demolishing. Boom, headbutts, kicks, boom, and then a beautiful suplex, and then the White Hand Man, Tama Tonga, tagged in Senton, and they just kept wrenching the head and stuff, and a clothesline for a 1-2, ooh, and then Tonga Loa, or Tonga and Tonga, and Jacob Fatu were helping, and then headbutt, and then Jacob Fatu went for the thing in the corner, missed, beautiful tag, and then Angelo Dawkins took over, boom, did that to poor Tonga Loa, super kick, and beautiful moonsault. Commercial break. Coming back, we saw Tama Tonga having wrench on Angelo Dawkins' face, and then kept doing it, and then Angelo Dawkins fall out and missed the corner. Beautiful T-bone suplex, and then Jacob Fatu blocked the tag from Angelo Dawkins to Montez Ford. Oh yeah. And push him in the corner, and then just start tackling him, headbutts, and then a beautiful enzuigiri out of nowhere, and then Jacob Fatu went for a dive in the splash in the corner, but hit the turnbuckle or the LED thing. Montez Ford came in, enzuigiri, a beautiful crossbody. Attacks on Tonga, clothesline, kicks, knee to the face, beautiful back body drop, standing moonsault for a 1-2. Ooh, and then Tama Tonga went for a back body drop, but Montez for reverse into a tag. Kevin took Tonga Loa out, senton on Jacob Fatu, and a frog splash. Cannonball into a senton, and then people never learn. They were getting at Tama Tonga was getting Kevin Owens for a superplex, but does people never learn? He's impossible to superplex. He did the Superman Buster off the top rope for a 1-2. Ooh, and then the greatest person of all time, Tonga Loa, saved this match. Stunner for another 1-2, and then Tonga Loa saved this match again. And then Angelo Dawkins threw Tonga Loa into the prime bottles. And then Jacob Fatu came out of nowhere. And then Montez Ford came out. And by the way, this match, no one had a winner because Jacob Fatu had to throw Kevin Owens into the steel steps for disqualification, which is stupid. But yeah. And then he got all hyped. And then Jacob Fatu ruined the hype. Just threw Montez Ford over, beating him up. And then we try to beat up Tonga Loa, but Jacob Fatu stopped that from happening. Beat up Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens started fighting back, but couldn't happen. And Tonga Loa did a nice scoop slam, splash. Then Kevin Owens tried to get Tonga Tama Tonga on the table. But then right as before, Kevin Owens would go put through the table. These guys, DIY. We are try to say it, but got super kicked by Jacob Fatu. But Kevin Owens did a stupid moving through Tonga Loa into the steel steps. Jacob Fatu beat him up. Boom. The undisputed champion, the American Nightmare, saved Kevin Owens by beating him up. Then this. And Cody Rhodes didn't have to do this. He threw this. You know how in WWE 2K24 you can throw chairs at people? That's what he did to Tangaloa. Cody, I like you, but you didn't have to do that to Tangaloa, man. But then he took out Jacob Fatu with a beautiful Cody cutter. And I thought Kevin Owens was going to turn heel here and hit Cody with the back in the back because he was hesitating a lot. But then they shook hands, hugged. At the end, that was the end of the show. Again, executive producers Paul Levesque and Lee Fitting. Another great episode of SmackDown. Man, Triple H has been really holding these great episodes of SmackDown until SmackDown got on the USA Network. And I can tell you a bunch of things why I like WWE being on the USA Network. Great logo. The logo's great. What else is another thing? Oh, what's it called? Raw, NXT, and SmackDown are all on USA Network, so I don't have to go to any other network. 2 weeks ago was the last time I had to go to Fox. I'm never gonna have to go to Fox ever again. And plus, I like USA Network a lot more, and I can just go to one channel. I always liked USA Network way more than Fox because it was easy. But sadly, next week is going to be the last week that NXT's on USA until it goes to the CW Network. So, kind of sad, but again, we're going to have to live with it. But that was this episode of SmackDown, September, I don't know, 20th? Yeah. But leave down in the comments below what do you think of this episode. Anyway, I'm tired. I think I'm going to go to bed. Because it's at my time, it's 10:21 a.m. Or not a.m. p.m. And I'm pretty tired. I think I have to get up at 5:30 in the morning. So yeah. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow in the next video. Bye.